Hello students, good morning. You are welcome in the lecture number 10 of a chapter of chemical kinetics. In the last lecture, we have seen graphical representation of zero order reaction. Only one graph is there that we have studied, only one graph. Then we have seen examples of zero order reaction. They are decomposition reactions of ammonia and nitrous oxide. Why they are zero order reactions? Because they are carried out on the surface of catalyst, solid catalyst, platinum. Platinum acts as adsorbent and the reactant acts as adsorbate. And out of millions of the molecules, only a less number of molecules which are adsorbed at the surface of catalyst undergo decomposition reaction. So they are zero order reactions because rate of reaction is not depending on millions of molecules. That depends on the number of molecules which are adsorbed at the surface of platinum. And then we have seen pseudo order reactions. The example we have seen is hydrolysis of methyl acetate. Methyl acetate on hydrolysis gives acetic acid and methyl alcohol, but there water is used in large excess quantity. The component water, since used in large excess quantity, practically concentration of water remain unchanged. Practically concentration of water remain constant. Therefore, that is a zero order reaction with respect to water. Molecularity is 2, but order of reaction is 1. And such a type of reactions in which molecularity is different and order of reaction is different. Order of reaction is not in accordance with the molecularity of reaction are known as pseudo order reactions. So that is what we have seen in the last lecture. Here we have to study effect of catalyst. Effect of catalyst on the rate of reaction. Rate of reaction. See, we are studying what is meant by catalyst since 8th standard, 9th standard, everywhere. You have seen the catalyst. You know the catalyst, definition of catalyst. In this chapter also we have studied catalyst. Catalyst is a substance which will increase the rate of reaction and will be recovered at the end of reaction. Catalyst is not involved in the reaction. It is recovered at the end of reaction. Whenever reaction is completed, catalyst is recovered. So what is the role of catalyst? It just enhances or increases the rate of reaction. Catalyst enhances, increases the rate of reaction and will be recovered at the end of chemical reaction is a catalyst. Any substance which will increase the rate of reaction and recovered at the end of reaction is known as catalyst. That you are familiar with the definition. You know the definition. You are already familiar with that definition. Why or how catalyst increases the rate of reaction? How it will increase the rate of reaction? Only one sentence is important here. Only one reason is important here. Remember that one only. Remaining part is immaterial. Here, you should remember that catalyst increases the rate of reaction by providing the pathway of reaction where energy of activation is decreased. For any chemical reaction to occur, it requires certain energy. Reactants may be heated, and by heating, reactants will absorb energy and they are converted into product. Suppose, let us consider one reaction. I am writing this reaction A plus B giving C plus D. Here A plus B absorb energy by heating. They will absorb energy, suppose is equal to 1000 kilojoule. 1000 kilojoule of energy is absorbed by the reactants and they are converted to product. Now another reaction I am writing, same one, A plus B giving C plus D. Same reactants give same products, but here they will absorb the energy only 100 kilojoule. This is first, this is second. In both reactions, reactant is same, product is same. In one reaction, reactants are converted to product by absorbing 1000 kilojoule of energy. And in the second reaction, same reactants are converted to same product, but by absorbing only 100 kilojoule of energy. So which reaction will take fast? Which reaction will take fast? First or second? Second. Because here heat absorbed is less. Heat absorbed is less. Even less quantity of heat is supplied, this reaction will take place. But to occur this reaction, it requires higher energy. So why it is taking place with absorption of less quantity of energy also? Because here a catalyst is used. You got it? So now what is the role of catalyst? In absence of catalyst, large quantity of energy is required to convert a reactant to the product. And in presence of catalyst, less quantity of energy is absorbed required to convert reactant into the product. So what it means? It means that catalyst will give the pathway for reaction where energy required for the reaction is reduced. Energy required for a chemical reaction to occur is decreased. That is the role of catalyst. Suppose, let us consider the reaction given in your book. 2KClO3 giving twice KCl plus 3O2 gas. In your book, the reaction is wrong. 3O2 they have written here. That is wrong. What is the correct reaction? 2KClO3 potassium chlorate solid on heating converted to potassium chloride and 3 moles of oxygen gas. This reaction, whenever carried out in presence of the catalyst, the rate of reaction is very fast because the energy required is less. See here, suppose a graph. Energy of activation or energy of the reaction as a reaction coordinate. How the reaction take place? Reactants are converted to product by absorbing energy. Here is the reactant KClO3. It absorbs energy like this and converted to the product. Here are the products and here is a reactant. And this is the initial energy. It absorbs energy up to this level. So this difference delta E it is energy of activation. This much energy is absorbed and reactants are converted to product. This is known as energy barrier. It is the energy barrier. Unless and until reactants will not reach, they will not overcome this energy barrier, they are not converted to the product. Any reactant has to cross this energy barrier so that they are converted to product. Now, if catalyst is used instead of the direct reaction, if catalyst is used, reactants have to reach only this much energy barrier. This much energy is they have to cross. So, whether first case reaction is fast or second case reaction is fast now, second case. Because here they have to cross less energy barrier because a catalyst is used. So, whenever catalyst is used, catalyst will provide the additional bypass, additional pathway where the energy required for the reaction is decreased. There we have seen the energy required is 1000 kilojoule in absence of catalyst. It is only 100 kilojoule in presence of catalyst. So reaction will take place in this manner by catalyst in the fast manner by absorbing less quantity of energy. Same is the case here also. Whenever a catalyst is used, reactant have to cross the energy barrier, less energy barrier. In absence of catalyst, large energy barrier reactants have to cross, and the rate of reaction in the absence of catalyst is less, whereas rate of reaction in presence of catalyst is faster. That is the effect of catalyst on rate of reaction. Let us see one more reaction which is given in your book. Whenever the reaction of 2H2O2 liquid, whenever the reaction of, see what I am writing? I am writing the reaction 2 molecules of hydrogen peroxide on decomposition gives 2H2O liquid plus O2 gas. For this reaction, if it is carried out in absence of catalyst, here is hydrogen peroxide and here is water and oxygen gas. If this is carried out in absence of catalyst, the energy barrier in this case will be equal to 76 kilojoule. 76. They have to cross. 76 kilojoule of energy should be absorbed. But if the same reaction is carried out in presence of iodide ion as a catalyst, at that time they have to cross only 57 kilojoule. 57. So secondly, they will require only 57 kilojoule of energy. How much is the difference? How much less energy is required? 19. This difference, 16 minus 7, 9. So 6, 7 minus 6, it is 1. Means 19 kilojoule of less energy is required if catalyst is used. For this reaction, if iodide ions as a catalyst are used, 19 kilojoule of less energy is required. Or if we not use the catalyst, it will require 19 kilojoule greater energy. 19 kilojoule greater quantity of energy. Therefore, which pathway is good one for the reaction to occur, faster reaction to occur? Second pathway by the use of catalyst. So whenever catalyst is used, reactants have to cross the less energy barrier as compared with the reaction where catalyst is not used. In that manner, always the catalyst is helpful for increasing the rate of reaction by decreasing the energy of activation or by decreasing the energy required for a chemical reaction. So with that, we have completed here a chapter of chemical kinetics. Now let us see one problem. See, this is problem number 11 in your book on page number 137. Page number 137, problem number 11. For the reaction 2A plus B giving products, find the rate law from following data. One problem already I have given you the solution. While studying the rate law, experimental rate law, I have given you a solution of one problem already of this type. This type of one problem already we have solved. I have given you the solution of one problem. And similar type of problem is here also. We have to find out the rate law from this data. This is the reaction given. So let us see the solution. From this reaction, had it been the case that rate law is theoretical law, what is the rate of reaction? Rate of reaction may be equal to K into concentration of A raised to 2 and B raised to 1. Is it right? 2. So here it may be 2. 1. Here it may be 1. If the rate law is theoretical law. But is it theoretical law or experimental law? Experimental law. Rate law is nothing but experimental law. Therefore, we don't know 2 and 1. Instead of that, we are writing here x and here we are writing y. And we have to find out. We have to find out the value of x and value of y. We have to check the value of x and value of y. And then we can write this final equation that is known as rate law expression, which is the mathematical equation. So rate of reaction will be equal to K, concentration of A raised to x into B raised to y. Now, from this one, these three data, 1, 2, 3, concentration of A, concentration of B and rate of reaction is given. A, B and rate of reaction. A, B and rate of reaction. 3 experiments are performed with 3 different concentrations. 3 experiments are performed with 3 different concentration terms every time changing, and rate of reaction is determined. And from this data, we have to calculate the value of x and value of y. So let us see which are those 3 equations. First equation from this one, rate of reaction is equal to K, A raised to x, B raised to y. So rate of reaction 0.15 is equal to K, concentration of A raised to x, 0.3 raised to x into B raised to y, 0.05 raised to y. That is one equation. Second equation now, rate of reaction 0.30 is equal to K, concentration of A 0.6 raised to x, 0.05 raised to y. And third equation, rate of reaction 1.20 is equal to K, concentration of A 0.6 raised to x, B is 0.2 raised to y. From this data and from this equation, we can write these 3 equations. Now, we have to calculate the value of x and value of y. So, from the first 2 equations, we can calculate the value of x. How? this term and this term are cancelled to each other. These two terms are cancelled to each other. It means that what we have to do? We have to divide equation 2 by equation 1. Second equation is divided by equation 1. So we will get 0.30 upon 0.15 is equal to k, 0.6 raised to x into 0.05 raised to y divided by k, this one. Then 0.3 raised to x, 0.05 raised to y. Now solve it. This term cancelled. 30 upon 15, so it is equal to 2. K get cancelled. 0.6 upon 0.3 means that is also 2. So 2 raised to x. Here 2 raised to 1. Therefore x will be equal to 1. You got it? How I have calculated the value of x? Dividing equation 2 by equation 1. Left side by left side and right side by right side. This y term at numerator and denominator get cancelled. 30 divided by 15, 2 means 2 raised to 1. 6 divided by 3 raised to x, that is 6 divided by 3 means 2 raised to x. Therefore x is equal to 1. This is how the value of x we can write as 1. Now calculate the value of y. For calculation of value of y, what change we have to do? This 0.6 and 0.6 get cancelled to each other. In the first case, what we have done here, why 2 is divided by 1? Because these are cancelled to each other. Why? Now for calculation of y, these x are cancelled to each other. Means now we have to divide equation 3 by equation 2. So here write divide equation 2 by equation 3 by equation 2. Here I am solving. Divide now equation 3 by equation 2. Equation number 3 is divided by equation number 2. Left side by left side and right side by right side. So 1.20 divided by 0.30 is equal to k, concentration of a raised to x, 0.6, sorry this one, 0.6 raised to x, x means 1 divided by k, 0.6 raised to 1. Then this is 0.2 raised to y and here 0.05 raised to y. Now what is cancelled? K is cancelled. Then 0.6 raised to 1, 0.6 raised to 1 cancelled. What is the remaining part? 1.20 means 120. 2 decimal on right side divided by 30 is equal to 0.2 raised to y, 0.05 raised to y. Take 2 decimal on right side, 2 decimal. So 5 raised to y. And 2, this will be 20 raised to y. 2 decimal on right side, 2 decimal on right side. This is 4 is equal to 20 upon 5. So that is also 4 raised to y. 4 raised to 1, 4 raised to y. So y is also equal to 1. X is 1, y is also 1. X is equal to 1 and y is also equal to 1. So replace this x by 1 and y also by the 1. Therefore rate of reaction will be equal to k a raised to 1 b raised to 1, because x is 1, y is also 1. What is the total order of reaction? Net order of reaction 1 plus 1 is equal to 2. So this is a second order reaction. This is a second order reaction. 1 plus 1 is equal to 2. Since this is 1, may or may not be written also, as there is 1, we can write, or not necessary even to write the 1 and 1. So that is the solution for this problem. This is how problem number 11 can be solved. For the reaction 2A plus B giving product, find the rate law from following data. Here 3 experiments performed, 3 data are obtained. From this reaction, rate of reaction, we will have this equation, rate is equal to k a raised to x b raised to y. From this equation, 3 different equations are obtained. First of all, to obtain the value of x, cancel y, so 2 divided by 1, and we can get x is equal to 1. Secondly, we have to cancel x and calculate y, so 3 divided by 2, and we can get the value of y is equal to 1. Therefore, rate of reaction will be equal to k a into b, because x is 1, y is also 1. So this is the solution for finding the rate law from a given data, because rate law is experimental law. It is the experimental law. Therefore, the equation we expected is different from the actual expression. Our expectation is this is 2 and this is 1, because 2 and 1. So x must be 2 and y must be 1. That is our expectation. But what is actual value of x? 1, y also 1, because this is experimental.